Is your Facebook account safe? Okay guys, Facebook does not like when you break their terms and conditions. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what you can and cannot say and how to get around all of the terms and conditions to run successful ads. What's up guys, hope you're having a beautiful day. As you guys all know, Facebook can get a little bipolar when it comes to your account, and that is obviously bad for you. They have very, very strict terms and conditions they need you to abide by, because when we are advertising on Facebook, what you want to think of is when you're playing in their sandbox, you got to follow their rules. And if you don't follow their rules, they are very, very harsh on their actions. So I'm going to show you guys today everything that you need to know about the Facebook terms and conditions, what you can write, what you cannot write, and how to get around all of these issues and keep your account protected. Now, first things first, guys, if you don't have a bulletproof privacy policy, you guys got no shot anyways. And if you guys need to do that, I will link that at the end of the video on how to get a privacy policy if you guys don't already. All right, so I made this little screen here, this little kind of sheet, and this is going to just basically outline what I see as the Facebook terms and conditions. Where did I find this, Jerry? Where did you come up with all this information? I literally typed in Facebook terms and conditions, and it comes up with a whole list of things. And then from that, I copy and pasted a lot of it, and some of it I changed the words for this video, but that is exactly how I got this. So the best resource, that is the best resource for you guys, is going to Facebook terms and conditions and reading those terms and conditions. There's also a Facebook blueprint. You should read that as well. That's a hefty document. The terms and conditions, though, are very, very light, actually. All right. So let's go ahead and start off with the basic overall concept of what we're going to be looking at when you come to think of Facebook terms and conditions. The biggest thing that Facebook wants is, one, to keep their platform, maintain the integrity of their platform, and have everyone have a good experience on the platform. Typically, if you can follow those guidelines, you're going to be fine on Facebook. But when you start to push the limits of those guidelines, and I like to push the limits of the guidelines, you like to push the limits of the guidelines, that's just how it is with advertising. That's what we marketers do, okay? So as you're pushing those limits, there are, when there are times when Facebook says, hey, this is too much, and a lot of times that can come with an account ban or something along those lines of them shutting down your ad account or shutting down your ads. Now, if you have a credible account, that helps a lot to help you not get your account completely shut down. Well, they'll just mostly likely not approve your ads, all right? So let's go ahead and start with the basics up here at the top. Safety, obviously, is right there at the front of their terms and conditions. They want every user to be safe and feel safe on the platform, all right? Again, as I was talking about equity, their brand, Facebook as a brand, that logo, that F, that means something to them. That is their product, that is their platform. And when you guys go on and you guys put something on there that they don't like on their platform, that is directly speaking toward them. So it's the same concept, is that if you were to have somebody post something on your Facebook page, your personal Facebook page, as Jerry Moore, I have something posted on my page that I wouldn't like to see. Okay, when we post something on Facebook that they don't like on their platform, that is the same feeling. So, think about that when you're getting mad to Facebook. A lot of people get so upset and say, oh, Facebook's just out to get me. That's not the case, guys. They're trying to protect their brand, and by protecting their brand in the platform, it also protects us as advertisers to have people to advertise to. Because if they lose all of the attention on Facebook, if people have a terrible experience, or if we ruin their brand as advertisers, or if 10% of the advertising market ruins the brand of Facebook, the rest of us, there's no one to advertise to. There's no platform to advertise on. Okay, so understand that they're dealing with a lot of that stuff, and don't take it personally. Okay, their next big one, discrimination. This is a big one for them, and this is a big one for a lot of people advertising, because Facebook does not, there's a very, very specific phrase of words or chain of words that sets them off, and you can make minor tweaks to get around it. but there is no one solution. There is no guarantee. There is no bulletproof anything. The thing about Facebook is that when your ads are being reviewed, they are being reviewed by an AI, an artificial intelligence. And that artificial intelligence is seeking for key chain words or chains of words or keywords or something along those lines, and it can cause them to flag. Now, most of the time, again, it's fine because they allow you to go into a manual review where an actual person reviews your advertisement if you feel like it should be approved. Okay, so what examples of what not to say? Are you older than 55? Are you a Christian? Hey ladies, is your credit score lower than 600? Were you born after 1967? Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Okay, these are examples that they give, all right? So this here is directly calling somebody out, and that's what they are trying to avoid. They don't want the other person on the other end of the screen to feel as though they have been targeted. Now, that is exactly what we are doing. We are most likely choosing some type of targeting on the Facebook platform to target this person that we feel like will fit into a certain demographic for a product. That is what we do on the platform. But Facebook does not want the other person on the other side to feel as though they have been targeted for falling into that demographic. All right, so that is against their rules. When you say, hey, are you this or are you that? That is directly pulling them out and saying, I know that you are older than 55 or I know that you have a low credit score. All right, instead, what you can do is you can talk in general terms. Okay, and how do you do that? So you could say Texas residents, or you could say want to improve your credit score in general, or people who like to improve their credit score can do this. Okay, again, this is not saying, do you have poor credit score? This is saying, if you would like to improve your credit score, a great way to do that is by doing this. All right, the same thing, or for sports or whatever, golfers enjoy playing at this golf course. Not you, because you are a golfer, you would like to enjoy playing at this golf course, or just golfers enjoy playing at this golf course, right? I know that's super, super minute and super finite differences, but these are the examples that Facebook gives, and this is how you get around that targeting issue of trying to pick someone out, from a crowd, which they do not like. All right, let's go down and check out some other examples here. All right, infringement, obviously you can't steal other people's stuff, logos, taglines, anything like that. So for example, you can't go and take someone's tagline like Nationwide is on your side. You can't say Jerry's Insurance is on your side. Obviously, those stuff's pretty obvious. Let's see, sensational content. This is where it starts to get really gray. Okay, the sensational content means you can't put content on the platform that is sensational, disrespectful, excessively violent, or gruesome images of death, accidents, or violence. All right, again, this is a very gray area. What does Facebook consider excessive violent content? Because I've seen tons of fights on Facebook. You guys have seen them. And most of the time, there will be some type of filter where you have to accept and click through there, but sometimes not. And gruesome, sensational, what does shocking and sensational content mean? That's, again, a very gray term. And that's where you have to do your best to follow these other guidelines. And as you're pushing the limits, if you are pushing the limits, just be very careful on what you are pushing on. Be smart about it. Go back to the thought of, we don't want people to have a bad experience on Facebook, and Facebook is going to do everything they can to protect their brand. And if they think that you are if they think that you are trying to hurt their brand or you're going directly against their brand, they will cut you off, no questions asked. Okay, so be careful about that. All right, let's see. Personal attributes. Ads cannot contain or imply personal attributes, race, ethnic, origin, religion, beliefs, age, sexual orientation, all of that stuff. Medical conditions, that's a big one. They don't like financial status. That's a big one they don't like. Membership to trade union, crime record, name. Obviously, most of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory. The big ones in there, you can't say their age. Are you older than 55? They don't like that. Financial status. Again, just be smart on there and take all these things in consideration when you're crafting your advertisements. All right. Misleading or false content, okay, including deceptive claims, offers, or methods. This is again, another gray area because there are ways that people do get around this. This is where I stand on this, guys. You should never put false content on the internet anywhere, okay, for anybody, no matter if it's your advertisement, your personal page, whatever it is. It should not be false, and it should not be misleading to a great extent, okay? Now, as advertisers, as marketers, our job is to get people's attention and to move them along the train of getting more information or getting contact information. That is what we are. That is what we do. Okay, now the difference between that and lying somebody or misleading somebody, saying something is free, or having them opt into something to win a free piece of pizza when it's actually for insurance, okay, that is misleading. Okay, that is false content. When you say something is free, or when you say something is pennies a day, anything like that, that is false content. And misleading content would be the get a free piece of pizza, and then you are able to, Cooper, chill out over there. Get a free piece of pizza, and you are able to opt in here for the free pizza, and then you take that information, and what you do is you try to sell them insurance. That is misleading. All right. Grammar, profanity. You guys know the jets of these. I don't need to go over this. No profanity on the platform. Obviously, work on your grammar. Keep that up tight. I am always working on that myself. All right, lead ads. There's a lot of regulations that come into account with lead ads because you are collecting these people's information. Okay, number one, you cannot share their information with anybody else except for the person who owns the account and the person whose privacy policy relates to the account. Okay, big questions that you cannot ask. And the majority of the time, these questions, Facebook will not even allow you to ask them. It's going to say, you cannot ask this information, please change or delete it. And these are some of the ones that they have issued. Account numbers, criminal history, financial information, health information. So this could be like blood type or physical or mental conditions, disabilities, anything like that. Political affiliation, race, ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, username, password, trade union memberships, yada, 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 okay? This is all stuff that you guys are familiar with. This is all stuff that you guys have seen. And so just be aware of that. You guys, again, know that and you understand that. For the pictures, as for the pictures, terms and conditions go with the pictures. Again, all of this stuff wraps into the text and the pictures as well. Anything that appeals or comes off and falls into any of these categories inside of your picture will flag as well. So if you're trying to add text into the picture or trying to add a picture that is going to make that connection between any of these things in here, most likely that will not get your ad approved as well. All right. But as far as text goes, if you guys are looking to add text is a great way to add a little bit extra information on the picture, which is where people tend to look first. There in the headline or the first places that people tend to look. So if you're adding text into the image, you guys can do that, but make sure that it is small text. It is not covering a lot of stuff. And again, doesn't include any of these, no profanity, nothing gruesome, anything like that. But you can cover 20% of your picture with text. Okay, so I hope you guys got a lot out of that. If you guys have specific questions or say, Jerry, can I do this or can I not do this? Go ahead and comment all of those down below, and I'm going to do my best to maybe answer those in a live setting. I think that would be a great one, or I'll also just comment back to you guys, right? If you guys have not subscribed yet, now's the time. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up, go ahead and hit that subscription button, and we will see you guys in the next video.